Hey everyone, welcome to Informed Tourist AI. We're thrilled to have you here with us today. Ready to dive deep into this video? We promise it will be an eye-opening experience. America's complexities go beyond the land of the free. It's a nation of contrasts and contradictions. What if I told you there's a hidden side to America with troubling racial disparities? These issues are often overlooked but are crucial to understanding the full picture. Stick around to find out. We'll explore the stories that don't always make the headlines. We're talking about cities where the gap between the American dream and reality is staggering. These disparities affect millions of lives every day. We'll unpack the history, statistics, and human stories behind these disparities. From the civil rights movement to present-day challenges, we'll cover it all. Stay until the end to discover a surprising statistic or poignant story that will give you a new perspective. You won't want to miss it. And hey, hit that subscribe button. It's free and helps the channel grow. Your support means the world to us. Please subscribe to Informed Tourist AI. We have a lot more insightful content coming your way. Now on with the video. Let's get started. Danville. Sounds charming, right? But for some, it's a different story. Danville has deep-rooted racial disparities simmering for decades. The poverty rate for black residents is more than double that of white residents. Black homeownership lags, perpetuating economic disadvantage. Danville's history is tangled with segregation and industry shutdowns. But there are folks working hard to change things, to bridge the gap. It's an uphill battle, a reminder that these issues are real lives, real struggles. Danville's story is a microcosm of what's happening across America. Until we confront these truths, we won't see real change. Danville's story is a microcosm of what's happening across America. Heading north to Rochester, New York, known for Kodak. But there's more to its story. Rochester grapples with racial disparities leading to tension. Stark divides between good schools, safe streets, and struggling neighborhoods. Black and brown neighborhoods face poverty, violence, and despair. Black residents are more likely to live in poverty and face health problems. Recent protests highlight the city's racial unrest. It's about systems in place, policies perpetuating inequality. Rochester's story shows racial disparities have real-world consequences. Until we address these issues, cities like Rochester will remain on edge. Rochester's story shows racial disparities have real-world consequences. California's image of sunshine and glamour hides serious issues. Fresno exemplifies racial inequality. Affluent areas contrast with struggling Latino and black neighborhoods. Quality schools, healthcare, and resources are unevenly distributed. Fresno's history of discriminatory policies shapes its landscape. It's a microcosm of California's Central Valley, known for poverty and racial disparities. Many who put food on our tables struggle to feed their own families. Fresno's story is a call to address systemic issues and invest in marginalized communities. Fresno's story is a call to address systemic issues and invest in marginalized communities. Trenton, New Jersey, trapped in inequality. Behind government buildings, Trenton battles racial disparities. Black and Latino residents face poverty, crime, and lack of access to quality healthcare and education. Racial profiling and police brutality create tension and fear. Systemic inequality perpetuates poverty and despair. Trenton's story reflects what's happening across America. We need to confront these issues and invest in marginalized communities. Trenton's story is about broken promises and the American dream out of reach. Trenton's story is about broken promises and the American dream out of reach. Peoria, Illinois, a city trying to bridge the divide. Peoria's story shows racial disparities simmer beneath the surface. Stark contrast between prosperous areas and struggling neighborhoods. Black households have significantly lower median incomes. Peoria's history of segregation and discriminatory policies lingers. There's a growing awareness and urgency to address these disparities. Community leaders and activists work to bridge the divide. They focus on affordable housing, workforce development, and education. Peoria's story is a reminder that change is possible when people come together. Peoria's story is a reminder that change is possible when people come together. Racine, Wisconsin, a city grappling with mass incarceration. Racine's legacy of racial disparities and mass incarceration is devastating. Black residents are disproportionately affected by incarceration. Incarceration tears apart families and destabilizes communities. Racine's story is about the human cost of mass incarceration. Organizations work to reduce recidivism and support formerly incarcerated individuals. They advocate for criminal justice reform and a more equitable system. Racine's story is a call to rethink our approach to criminal justice. We need to invest in rehabilitation and reintegration. Racine's story is a call to rethink our approach to criminal justice. Naperville, Illinois, known for its affluence, but racial disparities persist. Black students face higher discipline rates and black drivers are more likely to be stopped. Microaggressions and systemic biases affect daily life. Lack of affordable housing and achievement gaps in education are issues. Naperville's story is a call to confront biases and ensure equal opportunities. Naperville's story is a call to confront biases and ensure equal opportunities. Naperville's story is a call to confront biases and ensure equal opportunities. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a city divided. This city, known for its rich brewing history and vibrant culture, is also a place where deep divisions exist. Known for its brewing history, Milwaukee grapples with segregation and racial disparities. The city's neighborhoods tell a story of separation, where racial lines are starkly drawn. Consistently ranks among the most segregated cities in America. Maps of the city reveal a clear divide, with communities of color often isolated in specific areas. Black residents face higher rates of poverty, unemployment, and infant mortality. These challenges are compounded by limited access to quality healthcare and economic opportunities. Black students attend underfunded schools and have lower graduation rates. The education system, plagued by inequities, fails to provide equal opportunities for all. Milwaukee's story is about resilience and the fight for justice. Community activists tirelessly work to address these disparities and bring about meaningful change. Organizations work for affordable housing, quality education, and economic opportunities. They strive to create a more equitable city where everyone has a chance to thrive. They challenge the status quo and demand better for future generations. Their efforts are a testament to the power of community and collective action. Racial disparities are the result of policy choices and systemic racism. Historical photos remind us of the long struggle for civil rights and the ongoing fight against injustice. We need to confront these truths and fight for change. The diverse voices calling for justice in Milwaukee are a powerful force for progress. Milwaukee's story is a reminder that racial disparities are not inevitable. By working together, we can build a future where equality and justice prevail. Harrison, Arkansas, confronting a dark past. Once a sundown town, Harrison's racist past lingers. Black people were prohibited from being within city limits after sunset. The town struggles to shake its reputation, and white supremacist groups fuel tensions. Confederate flags and racist graffiti are reminders of the past. People in Harrison work to build a more inclusive future. They organize diversity workshops and challenge prejudice. Harrison's story is a reminder that racism is an ongoing issue. Healing and reconciliation require honesty and courage. Waterloo, Iowa, fighting for equity in the heartland. This city, nestled in the heart of America, is a microcosm of the broader struggles for racial equity and justice that our nation faces. Waterloo grapples with racial disparities impacting every aspect of life. From economic opportunities to educational resources, the divide is stark and deeply rooted in historical injustices. Stark divides between prosperous areas and struggling neighborhoods are evident. Affluent communities enjoy well-maintained parks, quality schools, and robust public services, while impoverished areas struggle with underfunded schools, limited job opportunities, and inadequate housing. Black residents face higher rates of unemployment, poverty, and housing insecurity. These challenges are compounded by systemic barriers that have been in place for generations, making it difficult for many to break the cycle of poverty. Black students attend underfunded schools and struggle to graduate. The lack of resources, experienced teachers, and extracurricular activities hampers their educational journey, limiting their future prospects. Waterloo's story is about resilience and community organizing. Despite the challenges, residents come together to support one another, creating grassroots movements to address these disparities. Organizations fight for affordable housing, quality education, and job training. These initiatives aim to provide residents with the tools and opportunities they need to build a better future for themselves and their families. They demand elected officials address disparities and invest in the future. Through protests, town hall meetings, and advocacy, the community voices their needs and holds leaders accountable. Racial disparities result from policy choices and systemic racism. Historical practices like redlining have left lasting scars, and the fight for equity continues to address these deep-seated issues. Waterloo's story is one of hope and the belief in a better future. Community gardens, local events, and shared spaces foster a sense of unity and optimism. Waterloo's story is one of hope and the belief in a better future. The resilience and determination of its residents shine through as they work tirelessly to create a more equitable and just community for all. So, there you have it. 10 cities, 10 stories, 10 examples of racial disparities in America. It's heavy stuff, but important. Thanks for watching Informed Tourist AI. Please like and subscribe. These stories are a call to action for all of us. We need to stay informed, engaged, and challenge injustice. Support organizations fighting for equality and hold officials accountable. Change is possible, but it starts with each of us. Until next time, stay informed and stay aware.